Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about my top 3 favorite shotguns in Battlefield 1. And this will also kind of be the top 3 best shotguns in Battlefield 1. And let's begin this video. So the first shotgun we have, and arguably the best shotgun on this list, is the Model 10A Hunter. And this shotgun has several advantages over the other shotguns. I think it has the highest base damage of any shotgun in Battlefield 1, which is extremely good. And it also has a very good 6 shells per shotgun. It can hold up to 6 shells, which is also extremely good considering some shotguns can only hold 5, which is actually pretty terrible considering they do the lowest amount of damage in some cases. But anyways, this shotgun is pretty much the best close range one you can have. Disadvantages, of course, there are going to be some disadvantages with this gun, and some of these disadvantages can be quite brutal in the game. So for disadvantages, we have reload speed and pump time. It has a very slow pump time, very slow fire rate, which isn't very good at all. And even though it has the slow fire rate, of course it does an amazing damage. It has such a high amount of damage. It's amazing. This shotgun is arguably the best, is what I said earlier on, of course. And I just find the shotgun to be extremely good. There aren't too many things bad about it other than the slow fire rate and slow pump time. I mean, not slow pump time, and slow reload time. Even though it's not that slow, it's still extremely good. And people may consider, oh, it has the slowest fire rate in Battlefield 1. It's the worst shotgun, even though it's the highest damage. That's not exactly true, because the fire rate on this isn't too bad to begin with. So while it might have the slowest of all the shotguns, it still has a generally fast fire rate. Like, you compare the Martini Henry to the other guns in Battlefield 1, it has an extremely slow fire rate, but it has some of the best damage in the game. So there, of course, are disadvantages and advantages. And of course, in Battlefield 1, the Model 10A Hunter is going to look pretty much like any other shotgun. Though the sights I do find the sights to be a little bit worse. I do find the shotgun sights to be a little bit too small to see sometimes. But of course that isn't a huge issue because, well, the shotgun, you're going to be using it for close ranges most of the time, and that won't really be a huge problem, of course, because you won't be aiming very far ahead. You'll be aiming something like 10 to 20 meters, not very far at all. And this gun is pretty much perfect in all that sense. And of course, I just think it deserves this spot. It deserves to be on my top 3 list of shotguns in Battlefield 1. And with that out of the way, let's move on to what I think is my second favorite shotgun. Alright, in the number 2 slot, we have the M97 Trench Shotgun backboard. Now this shotgun is very good for several reasons. The first obvious reason why this shotgun is extremely good for Battlefield 1 is because of its extremely fast fire rate, and it's able to slam fire, which basically means, in simple terms, this means to hold down the trigger and be able to fire the whole shot off. So it's basically a full auto shotgun, which is a huge advantage in some cases. In most cases, it is a huge advantage. And even though it will take a much longer time to reload when you fire all 6 shots off, or all 5 in this case, it will definitely get rid of any enemy you will see from close range, which is amazing. It also has pretty decent damage. It doesn't have nearly as good damage as the Model 10A Hunter, but it still does pretty decent damage in my opinion. And even if you compare this to other shotguns, it still is very good compared to them. There are some actually terrible shotguns in this game that have a very good fire rate, such as, I think it's the 12 gauge automatic. That shotgun is just terrible because it has terrible range and terrible damage. Even though it has its amazing fire rate, it does terrible damage. It's awful. And more on this shotgun, M97 Trench Shotgun backboard, it's just very good compared to other shotguns just because of the overall fast fire rate and very good damage output it provides. And I just find the shotgun to be one of the most fun shotguns to use. It's just all around very, very good. In some scenarios it is better than the Model 10A Hunter, but in some scenarios it isn't. So let's move on to what I think should be in number 1. And for the last shotgun on this list, we have the Hellfighter Trench Shotgun. And this shotgun is very minor in difference compared to the M97 Trench Shotgun backboard. And what I mean by that is it's very, very slightly better. There is hardly any difference between the two. This one just has very, very slightly higher damage It's barely even a difference. It's hardly even worth considering over the two. They're both great shotguns. But of course, this gun you're going to want slightly over the trench backboard if you can get it that early, just because of its slightly higher damage can be better in some use cases. There isn't too much to say about the shotgun due to it just being that much slightly better, but I can't really find anything much better about it other than it looking cooler, obviously, in my opinion, and having slightly better damage output, which does mean better range in some cases. And I don't know, there's just not much to say about the shotgun. It has pretty much everything you want in a shotgun. It's pretty much just as good as the trench shotgun backboard. And of course, with this video, there will be another video very soon on what I think are my top 3 worst guns in Battlefield 1. Top 3 weapons you should avoid. And that'll be a video very soon coming out, so make sure to stay tuned. And with this video done, I hope you guys have a great day, and please subscribe.